of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine.
Tonight we have new information about how Eliza Fletcher was killed. Now this is a story that captivated all of us here in the Mid-South, even the nation, for days. And today we got the autopsy report that detailed exactly how she spent her last moments. Fox 13's Lakia Scott has that autopsy. She's read through it. Lakia, what did it say?
Yes, Daryl. Now, first, I want to let you know I'm here on Central Avenue, and the candles and the flowers in honor of Eliza and her memory, that display is still here on tonight. Now, as you stated, we did receive that autopsy report into our newsroom. I want to point out that the information in this report is very difficult to read. We've learned that Eliza died of a gunshot wound and blunt force trauma to the head. Now, that's based on information from the Shelby County medical examiner, who have now ruled the manner of death as homicide. Now, according to the report, Eliza also suffered blunt force injuries to her leg and face. We also learned that a sexual assault kit was used and an examination was performed. That report informs that the specimens collected from that sex assault kit were placed into evidence. Now, the examiner also released results of a toxicology analysis that was performed by the office, which revealed fentanyl from an analysis performed on liver tissue. Now, as we've been reporting, the 34-year-old was jogging here on September 2nd when she was forced into a vehicle right here on Central Avenue. Now, Eliza's body was located 3 days later outside of an abandoned house. Cleotha Henderson was arrested and charged with her murder. So far, no motive has been discovered at this time. Now, the autopsy was performed on September 6th by the medical examiner. Daryl.
It's Fox 13's Lakia Scott live tonight in Memphis. Thank you, Lakia. New at